My name is Paul Mills. Well, I'm actually the founder of INSCAPE. So INSCAPE started in 2002 and I'm the person that founded it. So I'm the person that started the company. There was only one employee when it started, that was myself, and the company's grown from that point onwards. My background has always been in construction. That means I've always worked outside, I've always enjoyed the environment. When I was young, when I grew up as a child, I grew up around farms and countryside. So my natural inclination has always to be environmentally friendly.
Well, my name's Lee Gelder. I am the production manager at INSCAPE Interiors. So I first started back in 2006 and I started as an apprentice. When you first start as an apprentice, you don't know any of the materials, any of the processes, any of the skills that you need to manufacture the products we do. Throughout the time that I've been here, you pick up the knowledge, the skill set, the ability to work within the team, and obviously a great understanding of what we do, how we do it, what the final goal is.
My name's Paul Partington and I'm the Business Development Director. I started at INSCAPE in October 2014. I knew Paul Mills and Gary Wynne for a long time before I actually joined INSCAPE. They're like-minded people, they've got the same drive and ambition as I have myself, and actually the systems that are in place at INSCAPE was another attraction for me because every system's in place to help you do the job. We have an ethos and a philosophy that we try and instill into new people. It was a smaller company when I joined. Together we've grown in stature, we've grown the customer base, we're undertaking larger and larger contracts now for larger customer bases. The customer journey for us, I believe we've grown with a lot of the people we work with today and vice versa. They've become better themselves for working with INSCAPE.
My name's Gary Wynne and I'm the Managing Director at INSCAPE. I've been with INSCAPE since day one. INSCAPE was formed in 2002 and I was part of the team at the time, and there was a management buyout of an old company. The journey so far has been interesting, stressful, enjoyable, different every day. My personal journey obviously started as a wood machinist on the shop floor. Problems that you were dealing with then were very different than the ones that we deal with now. INSCAPE's grown massively since the start in 2002. We started as a general panel fabricator, so we would be making laminated products for other manufacturing industries, for end users and for small local builders. And then we sort of went down the more specialist route of looking after the washroom furniture and becoming more of a specialist subcontractor. So we will manufacture and install washroom furniture on building sites. In the early days, typical order values were in the low thousands, maybe even only a few £100. Then as we started to grow, we got really excited if we got an order of around £25,000–30,000, that would really get the blood flowing. Now, regularly we're working on projects upwards of sort of £500,000 for some of the larger main contractors. There's been a lot of change over the years.
We're currently working on a project called B7 New Bailey, and I think the total value is close to 700 grand. I can't remember the first project that I worked on, but I can't imagine the value being much above £10,000 at the time. Our competencies have definitely grown along with the project sizes, so we can deal with any level of order that we're getting through the door now.
So the vision to grow INSCAPE is really more of what we've been doing. So we're really successful at building relationships with customers. We aim to grow through word of mouth, through doing a great job, but also through how we use social media to our advantage. So there's a whole host of things that we can do to ensure that we maintain a steady growth into the future.
A couple of years ago I had the privilege of doing a course called IN4, which was all about technology in the workplace. Massively eye-opening. The technological advancements from 20 years ago is absolutely massive. So lots of automation, robots, cobots, stuff like that.
So I work a lot on the post-farming side now, which is like you rad a board, you put laminate on it, and you form the laminate, trim the laminate, cut the laminate, then edge the laminate. Anyway, years ago I used to work on a static machine that just, you had to do it by hand, so the bar would come down, a heat bar, you'd form it, roll it, do both sides, take it off, trim it by hand, file it, and then cut it. But now we have a machine that you put it through, you can hear it now actually making a noise, that forms it, trims it, so it comes out all done. You just got to cut it and edge it then, so it's a lot quicker. So things have moved on that way. You know, it's a lot quicker, you get more time to do it, it's not as much of a rush, so you have more time to finish job to get on the wagon. So it has changed quite a bit that way, yeah, more advanced machinery. You know, where in the past you'd have to use more people on the certain machine, but now you can, like the edge band, you use one person because it's got a return system on it, so you put a panel in, it comes back to you, turn it around and do that, so it's a lot better now.
The biomass boiler that you see today is the second biomass boiler. The first biomass boiler was installed back in 2002, and again it was an environmental thing. We produce, the very nature of our business means that we produce a lot of wood waste, and you either send that wood waste to a recycler, which in that time was difficult to find, or you send it to landfill. The place was nice and warm. The product requires a level of heat and humidity to perform at its best. So a biomass boiler was the right way to go at the time.
We used to crush it up into chippings, and the only way of sort of getting rid of it was we found farmers that used it for cows bedding and stuff like that. But now the biomass boiler's in, we actually burn our own waste to heat the building.
Well, my name's Raymond Roberts, call me Ray, and my job goes like a shop floor option. But like I say, just it's more organised in the office. The job sheets are better. You know, you can read them better, easier to use. If you say you just start here, they're not hard to figure out. You get more time to do a job, so that helps a lot. It's not as much pressure because you have more time to finish the job. So I find that one of the best things really, that you have more time, so you can do a better job because you're not rushing. Sometimes well, that's not quite right, or we'll have to send it and then sort it out later, but now we get it right before it goes out of the building.
From first engagement with the customers, they're always greeted with a friendly voice on the phone, or a friendly face, a knowledgeable, experienced member of staff from the estimating and sales department. Talk through the requirements with the customer will send the inquiries over, we'll piece together a project valuation via the quote system, offer some value in engineering if it's available, and price it accordingly. And then nurture them through the process of when your project's wanted, whether you've secured it, whether it's an order to place or not, and actually just stay in contact with the customer.
So I started back at the very beginning in 2002 and started on the shop floor as a wood machinist. Worked on the shop floor for well over 10 years. That included installing on site as well, so installing the products on site, and then I got given an opportunity to move into the sales. It was something different to get my teeth into, different side of the business. So yeah, it was something, it was progression from where I was on the shop floor, so I thought, why not? Back in 2016 I decided to take a break, basically moved to another company just to get a better understanding of the construction industry, actually working on as a buyer for a construction company, just to get a better understanding of the building needs and the industry needs really. Being involved in the product development side early on, being involved with a team as a unit, I got given the opportunity to come back, so I thought there's no better place to be than actually coming back to what you know.
Quite like we did a Land Rover experience, so we had somewhere in Lake District, so we went there. All like obstacle courses, you know, big food ditches, you know, all that business. Had a nice meal afterwards. Yeah, that was good. Last year we did go-karting. We've done loads. I mean, I've done every one of them. Sometimes we'll do a meal with the wives. In fact, that was the way back we used to do that more. You know, at night time, have a nice meal, have a drink, a bit of cabaret. You know, Christmas. We've done some fundraising ones. We did a walk. I think it was about 15 miles raising money for Derry and Howe. Comedy store, that was a good one. So basically went there, had a meal, then went the comedian thing, then went for a drink in town afterwards. So that was good, yeah, I've had loads of good memories.
I'm Sophie Mills and my job role is a relationship manager at INSCAPE. Oh, I've done loads of charity events over the years. We've done Santa dressed walks for Derry House, so all the guys get dressed up as Santas and they walk up Rivington Pike and back. We've walked Ben Nevis for Alzheimer's at midnight, so that was an interesting one for them. They've done Manchester to Blackpool charity bike rides for the Christie Hospital. Our latest one was a 170-mile coast-to-coast bike ride for Derry House. So they've done some great stuff over the years. Most memorable social event for me will have been probably Bongo's Bingo. It's just so fun and so easy, and it almost doesn't matter who you are and what you like or dislike. Everyone that's gone to it so far is up on the benches, they're dancing, they're raving, everyone's having a good time. It's amazing. It's like a big family, so everyone can support you. You can come in the worst mood ever, but your day gets turned around so quick.
I guess it's got a family feel to it, I guess.
We all get on. It's like a big family, really.
Well, we're like a large family.
Family orientated, it's got the family feel. It's not too commercial. It's not too slapdash either.
As we've grown, we've managed to keep that sort of family business feel. It's very much everybody knows everything about everybody. There's support in every direction.